time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Monday, January 10th, 2022, 7 a.m.
It's chilly.
Chilly.
Chilly this morning.
Without beans.
Nice. He said it's nice.
Nice. Listen to him over here.
It's nice. It's nice.
It's nice. Yeah, you don't have to mow in this weather, does it?
No, that don't make it nice. 59 more days before mowing season starts.
And counting.
That's it, huh?
That's it, huh? Wow, how's everybody's weekend? Everything go well?
Yeah.
Doing good?
Did a bunch of wrestling and then got back. Actually, we had a good time. We had a tournament, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. And then we took a number of the kids down to Little Rock at the Jack Stevens Center.
Which we'll talk about that in a little bit.
And we'll talk about that here in a little bit.
Wow.
We got to see some college wrestling, so we'll put that out there.
Wow. All right. Well, it's Monday, January 10th. Here we go. It's kind of cold, and I think we got a beautiful sunrise starting up out there. Bruce Emerson just sent me a text from Boone County. Says we got a pretty sunrise on the way, so we get to see that on the cameras here in a minute. We're enjoying Brewed Awakening coffee here at the studio. You can do the same thing. Brewed Awakening coffee is the very best coffee in town. Don't take my word for it. Stop by any of the 3 locations that serves Brewed Awakening coffee. Baxter Regional Medical Center's main entrance lobby. Follow the COVID guidelines there, and then you got Bomber Boulevard on the computer clock. We're coming up on 7:02. Get busy here, probably within the next 15 to 20 minutes with faculty, staff, administration, and students going into the schools, the junior high and the high school there on Bomber Boulevard. Then 62 East Plaza out by Anytime Fitness. Brewed Awakening Coffee, they've got your mochas, lattes, frappuccinos. They've got any blend you want, espresso shots, pumpkin spice, French vanilla, peanut butter, peppermint. I think you can dream it, they can mix it, And tell you what, it is the best coffee in town. Don't forget about their cinnamon rolls, their apple and cherry turnovers. They've got scones, they have muffins, they have something for everyone. Stop by the studio here and have coffee with us. We're at 1226 Commerce Drive. Coffee pot's right behind the big monitor over here. You will not be disappointed in Brewed Awakening Coffee. Be sure to check them out. 3 locations to serve you. And perhaps you want coffee for the house. Well, I don't want to drive around, so go out there sometime today and say, hey, I'd like to have a bag of beans to grind up. And they can grind them for you. You can grind them yourself. You got a coffee bean grinder. Half pound, 1 pound, pound and a half or more. A little bit more expensive than what you pay at the grocery store for regular coffee, but it's Brewed Awakening coffee, and you expect to pay more because it's the very best coffee in town. You don't have to stop at the grocery store in the cold weather and walk inside to stand in line. You just pull up the drive-thru and they'll get you in and out in a few minutes. 2 drive-thrus to serve you, Bomber Boulevard and 62 East Plaza in front of Anytime Fitness. Of course, you got the hospital's lobby. They've got a very nice coffee bar at Baxter Regional Medical Center. Brewed Awakening coffee is the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. The new management and staff and ownership do a great job to serve you the best coffee in town at all 3 locations. Be sure to check them out. Brewed Awakening coffee, the very best coffee in Mountain Home. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state of Arkansas, 1 in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in town, you talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris. Anyone there can help you. Pre-planning or the passing of a family member, friend, loved one, whatever it may be. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. They're very caring, loving, and understanding. They get you through a very, very difficult time. Of course, now that the holidays are past, you don't have that, oh no, they passed at Christmas, I passed at Thanksgiving. It hurts. It really does. And so, they help get you through a very, very difficult time when somebody passes away. Roller Funeral Homes, with all our respect. Like I say, they're very caring, loving, and understanding. With all our respect, it's not a graphic that Scooter just dreamed up put on the screen. That's how they do business on a daily basis. Roller Funeral Homes all across the state of Arkansas and in western Tennessee. Let's pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, we mourn the loss of life in the Bronx, New York. Fire this morning. Fire in an apartment complex claimed as of now 19 lives. Lord, I pray for the safety of our viewers during this cold winter season. Some heat with wood, which is good, but can be hazardous. Then, of course, some use space heaters, fuel, or electric that can be dangerous. Lord, as people work up a sweat to stay warm, I pray you help us to be aware of the safety issues that come with wood, heat, and space heaters. Lord, our thoughts and prayers are again with the families that lost loved ones in the Bronx last night. I pray you give them peace, hope, comfort, and love. It's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes.
And now, dun dun dun!
We waited
The
all weekend for that,
weather.
didn't we?
Oh, you did. You did. It's here.
I like it so much, I just carry a recording around with me and play it at random, right?
There you go. There you go. I'm with
I'm
you.
grounded when lightning strikes.
You are hard up for a good time if that's what you're waiting on.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora, your full-time professional award-winning real estate team, both in Arkansas and Missouri. 870-405-0793. The website retiretoarkansas.net. It's time to take a peek at the White River. Very nice shot this morning. Clear
That is
skies. Wow, a little bit of frost on the ground there. 62 412 bridge, left side of the screen, still lit up. You see the city of Cotter with some of the street lights still on, and some of the houses are still lit up, and of course the river in the foreground there. Cameras in Marion County. Huh?
We're going to switch cameras
How soon?
right now.
Okay. Yeah, you get to see.
That's their new camera. This
That's the
one
new
will
camera.
zoom into different locations.
Yep.
It zooms out to widescreen, kind of shows the whole area, but then we'll sit there and zoom and move around to different locations.
You see
it's-
Contractors Trust right there lit up. You see the White River. Of course, the cameras in Marion County, Arkansas. You're looking across the river into Baxter County, Arkansas. Now, what's the time duration on the slide change here?
They're all a little different depending on what
Beautiful
it's looking
sunrise there. Look
into.
at that. Wow. Looking over Cotter, Arkansas.
And it'll move around. And it's easy to get to. You
Sure.
just go to YouTube, type in White River, Cotter, Arkansas. Look for the one that says Live.
And you'll have it there.
Yep, it is.
Very nice.
You can go at any time, take a look. That is beautiful.
It sure is. And this is this particular camera is available on YouTube or through retiredarkansas.net.
YouTube. I think they're putting it on their page. I'm not sure that they have, but if you'll go to YouTube and just type in White River, Cotter, Arkansas, look for the one that says
And
Live.
there's the rail depot there at Cotter. You see the truck warming up right there. Look at that, the rail yard right there, and the switching tracks. Wow, that's pretty cool. That's their new camera. So you can go to retiredarkansas.net and enjoy the White River. And for now, go to YouTube, White River, Cotter, Arkansas on YouTube, and bring that up and enjoy the White River in the city of Cotter. That is a beautiful shot. Boy, that camera is really phenomenal. Wow. That's pretty cool. Well, Contractors Trust getting busy there in the city of Cotter. It's going back out. We get a full range view here. Beautiful shot this morning. While you're at retiredarkansas.net, be sure to check out all the listings with the Z Team, both in Arkansas and Missouri. The team is ready to go to serve you in both states, from Marshall, Arkansas to Mountain View, back up to Mountain View, Missouri, down to Gainesville, and all points in between. Be sure to call the Z Team, both for buying and selling your property. They don't win the awards just for lollygagging around. They give you straightforward, honest answers. They'll work with you. They'll help you, and every step of the way. That's it's just what the team does. They're very just ready to step in and help in all aspects of the real estate transaction. Bob and Linda Zadora, your full-time professional award-winning real estate team, both in Arkansas and Missouri. 870-405-0793. Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Right now we're showing 20 degrees in Mountain Home, 21 at Harrison, 24 at Batesville, 19 at Yellville, 23 at Marshall, 17 at Salem, 23 at Mountain View, Arkansas. Around the region, 17 at West Plains, Missouri, 19 at Springfield, Missouri, while we got 21 at Poplar Bluff, 18 at St. Louis, and -7 in Watford City, North Dakota, to put it in contrast between north and south part of the country. Not much going on in the way of precipitation across the country. The usual rain showers on the west coast of Washington and Oregon, a little bit around Eureka, California. Then we have some shower activity in the far corners of Texas that reaches down into northern Mexico. We have a little bit of freezing precip in northern Indiana, and other than that, I'm not seeing much. A little bit around Buffalo, New York, and Albany up in the New England area. So for Arkansas and Missouri right now, it seems to be everything is clear, and I think we're going to have it that way until about the weekend. So let's take a look and see what we've got going on right here. Highway 62 412 east and west is clear. 65 to Branson, Little Rock, Searcy, Batesville, Pocahontas. Highway 67 167. We're in pretty good shape there. And like I say, 62 east and west of Mountain Home, no problems there at all. Your interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555, 530 in Arkansas are clear at this time. Memphis and I-40 to Jackson, we're in good shape there. Interstate 155, Kennett to Dyersburg, Tennessee. Not seeing any shower activity there. Poplar Bluff, Missouri, north on Highway 67 to St. Louis, we're in good shape. Then west on 160 and 60, Springfield and Branson. Looks like a good, safe drive there today as long as as well as I-44, I-49, 55, and 70. And even north of Kansas City, no precip going on. Southern Illinois, we'll take a quick look there. East St. Louis, Illinois East on I-64. We're in good shape there. I-57 South, West Frankfort, Marion, all the way down to Carroll, Illinois. Paducah, Kentucky on I-24 down to the northern part of Tennessee. We're in good shape there as well. No watches or warnings for Arkansas, Missouri, other than a few flood watch boxes from the runoff from the rain in the northeast part of the state. A lot of rain went through from like Pocahontas to Batesville to Little Rock. I think they had 3 or 4 inches came through. It's all east of here. I don't even think Salem got that much, but anyway. 7-day forecast today, high of 48 today, 52 tomorrow, 56 on Wednesday, 59 on Thursday. Then we'll have a chance of showers on Friday, 20% chance of showers. And we'll wait and see how that transpires throughout the week because that's due to change. Checking iDrive Arkansas, I'll put the mile markers on here just for grins and giggles, but it's covered and stuff up, so I'm going to take them off real quick. 3 accidents have popped up since I got here at about 6:20. Highway 70, an accident on the northbound side, exit 6 northeast of Hot Springs. That's all we have, just an auto accident there. Then down here in Little Rock, we have a vehicle fire on Highway 365 reported at 7:09. And then right here on Interstate 40, disabled stalled vehicle, mile marker 146.3. Be sure to check out iDrive Arkansas before you travel in the state. And I bring this up even though it don't affect us right now. People know how to navigate the map to know what's going on here. Memphis to Little Rock to Jonesboro, Jonesboro to Memphis, Rogers to Fort Smith to Little Rock to Texarkana. Traffic moving well there. Take a look at some of the traffic cameras here in Mountain Home. See what's going on. They have pulled that little one off of Mammoth Springs. We'll pull it up here in a minute. This is the Highway 62 412B 5201 North Junction. You see the Exxon station and Casey's right there with pretty good amount of traffic this morning, but you got Baxter Lab and Baxter Regional Hospital with shift changes and stuff like that. People getting to their places of employment this morning. Cardinal Drive, we probably have a nice little sunrise coming up right here. Take a look. See Century 21 Lemac Real Estate right in here. And you see McDonald's arches right here as we look east. A little bit of traffic stopped at the light, but what's there is moving pretty well through the main part of town. Club Boulevard looking down the hill. This is my favorite shot, looking into Mountain Home. Of course, you see Clay Maxey Chevrolet right down in here, Holly's Jewelry right in here, the old Burger King. Minimum amount of traffic on Highway 62B at Club Boulevard this morning, but a beautiful shot. You got Baxter Regional among the mountains back over here. Now let's see, I'm going to switch over here and turn the cameras on, and we'll turn traffic cameras on, and we'll take a look at Mammoth Springs this morning real quick. Highway 63 north at Mammoth Springs, another beautiful shot of the Spring River. And you see the state of Missouri, the state line right here. The difference in colors in the highway is your state line. And a little bit of fog on the Spring River there. And one other camera I'll hit real quick that I really enjoy. This is Black River at Black Rock. Look at the Black River. Boy, it's full right now. They've had a lot of rain over there. And this is the new bridge as you come out of Black Rock into Portia right over here. Beautiful sunrise in northeast Arkansas this morning. Missouri Department of Transportation, we're telling folks about Highway T in Missouri. And road closed due to work zone, Route T in both directions. This is going to be bridge maintenance is scheduled through February. Lanes will be closed 24 hours a day, so plan different routes on Highway T. This is in the state of Missouri, right across the state line. You cross the state line, and I don't know if it's left or right up there, but they say that you need to seek an alternative route. Once again, Highway T in Missouri, Ozark County, is scheduled through February 11th. They got 1 month. Lanes will be closed for 24 hours due to a bridge reconstruction there. Norfolk Lake sitting at 553.47. Well, Bull Shoals is at 658.78. Crude oil prices are sitting at 76 or 78.38. Dow Jones Industrial Average. And let's see, it's got the right day down, dropped 5 points at 36,231.66. And once again, don't forget about the Dream Network. Marla Lucas, our good friend, is the CEO of the Dream Network. They helped a lot of families during the Christmas break. And it's women and children in desperate situations. One family didn't even have furniture, and they bought them a couch and a set of tables and chairs so they could sit and enjoy a meal and have a place to sit and relax when they get off of work. The Dream Network. Every child deserves a dream. Go to dreamnetwork.org. If you can help them with a financial donation, $5, $10, $15 or more will help greatly. Morning weather and all the updates are brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zador, for all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793. And real quick, we'll come up on the community calendar. Really, the only thing going on right now is today from 6 to 8, they have the fly tying class, the beginner fly tying class. Tom Emmerich will get and lead the classes, and mentors will be available to help each student to teach how to. This is a fishing thing where you tie the flies for fly fishing. You're a fly fisherman?
Yeah, I've done it. I'm not a fly fisherman. No, I'm not an expert by any means. But
I'll tell you what, we get the SoBug round up here, and the fly fishermen.
Oh yeah,
it's a big deal.
Big thing there on the White River.
This is at the Vedashed Community Development Center, starting tonight at 6. And let me see if there's a phone number we can call here for more information. Let me click this button here. $20 fee. It's a 1-year membership. I do not see a phone number. So 6 to 8 p.m. at the beginner fly tying class today, Vedashed Community Center. And so that's really all I've got. You guys got something for community calendar?
I don't. Nope. Just got some sports stuff we'll talk about here in just a little bit.
We'll take a break and we'll do it. Be right back.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Hi, it's Bob Zadora of the Z Team at Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm. Be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call. 870-405-0793. And check out our website, retiredtoarkansas.net.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Just a quick sports update for Monday morning. How are you, Scooter?
I'm wonderful.
Yeah?
How are you?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Still too early to tell.
Too early to tell. The Mountain Home Bombers, both their teams, including the JV, didn't fare so well against Salem Springs on Friday night. They dropped 3 games there. Saturday, our junior high dropped all 3 games against Greene County Tech, so we need an upswing here. The junior high Bombers will play, I believe they play tonight at Annie Camp in Jonesboro. They'll have, I think, an 8th grade and 2 9th grade games over there today. Yellville Summit went over to Lifeway Christian on Friday. The boys lost their game 54-75. But the girls won their game 50-40, which is good for Yellville. Flippin, I didn't see where Flippin will play this week. They probably do, but it's not on the schedule that I have. Yellville Summit is at Eureka. They start their games at 4. This is for tomorrow. Cotter will play Lifeway Christian on Tuesday. Norfolk will go to Westside on Tuesday, and Mountain Home will host Valonia. Girls game start at 6, boys game starts at 7. There will probably be a JV game. 4:45 is generally when they will start. It's basketball of today is different than basketball of when you and I were in school. It seems that they like to dribble and they like to play keep away, but they don't shoot a whole lot. I don't understand it. I've got to get with them coaches and see how that works out. The Mountain Home Flyers, I don't know where their tournament was, but I know that they took first place in it.
They did, and I didn't even look where it was either. As you're talking, I don't know if you know any of the recaps or anything.
I didn't write down any of the recaps. I just know that the team as a whole took first place, and which is pretty good. There's no need to look it up. We won't ever find it in time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But we can talk about the girls and the boys wrestling teams that went down to Conway.
It was a great tournament. It really was. It was a tough tournament. They didn't have as many teams because some of the teams were out for COVID and didn't have some of the stuff going on. But the teams that were there were tough, which was good. It ended up being a really, really tough tournament. Friday, the girls wrestled, and, of course, Saturday, the boys wrestled. Friday, we ended up – there was 14 teams on the girls' side, which kind of surprised me. We ended up – Mountain Home took 3rd place overall, right behind Searcy and Fayetteville. Be honest with you, as far as the girls go, the first rounds were a little rough. Seemed like we were still kind of waking up, and it was a little tough for Mountain Home. But
looking for the steps to get off the bus? Exactly.
But after the first round, we were stepping up and to fight back to 3rd place overall as a team.
Were they blown out at 3rd, Scooter, or was it tight between 2nd and 3rd?
It was, I can let you know, we were right behind Collierville, Tennessee. Actually, that's the wrong one. No, that was the boys. We were right behind Fayetteville. Fayetteville had 182 points and Mountain Home had 117. So there was a pretty good gap. They, like I said, we still got some that are filling in for some other places.
Well, that's what I wanted to ask you. Are you back to your first string wrestlers?
We're getting close.
Filling in some?
We're still filling in. We're getting closer. What was that?
That was your phone.
Oh, Siri's woke up. Nice for Siri to come talk to me.
So that's that's where a lot of people don't understand. You went from state champion girls to now we're kind of struggling to compete to get 1st, 2nd, 3rd in some tournaments, but we're not wrestling a full team.
Well,
we're not wrestling a full team
and we're
starters.
not. We also a lot of the girls from last year graduated. We got a younger team this year. We really do. And so they're a little bit softer this year because of it. They've got to learn to compete at that level, and it just takes time and experience. Last year we had a lot of seniors, and we had some, they've already learned to compete at that level, so they were tough. They were ready to go. But this year we got a lot of young ones. We really do. We've got a lot of brand new wrestlers starting out, and they're learning. They're getting there.
There's not a whole lot of time between now and conference match.
No.
But there are a lot of matches between now and conference match. So what I'm saying is, for the folks that are watching, don't give up hope. These girls still have an outstanding chance to do great things at conference meet.
And I think they will. I think they're getting there. They've got some technique now, and now they're just learning to compete at that level. And that takes time. You just need mat time, and we got quite a bit of mat time between now and conference.
There's a lot happening between now and conference for sure. What about the boys' side?
I did want to go over on the girls real quick. Fourth place, Jasmine Flores at 100. Emmeline Stevens at 108. Brianna Bassano at 132. Third place was Leah Gatewood at 140 pounds. Gracie Winowski at 150. And second place was Amelia Fraunfelter at 165. So congratulations for them. And we'll move on to the boys. The boys had 16 teams that were competing. Again, they were some really tough teams, so it was great to see that level of competition. Mountain Home took third place, but not by much. Van Buren took first, and then Collierville, Tennessee finished at 175 points. Mountain Home finished at 174.5, so you're talking about a half of a point.
Right.
I mean, anything could have changed that, you know, and it's a good learning thing to talk about. You know, every match counts. If you give up by a major decision or a minor decision, a pin versus just points.
How do you get a half point?
It's really tough. It's the way they do the tournament team points are a little bit different, so there's, you know, a lot of that differs between a major and minor decision, stuff like that. So it's not like your regular point system that you're used to in a duels.
Okay.
So they run by a lot lower points. We had a number of finishers. Fourth place was Christopher Henry at 113 pounds. Third place, we had a number of them. Ross McDonald at 132. Michael Davis at 138. Joseph Piersky at 160. Isaiah Mary at 170, and second place we had Elijah Lag at 220, and then we did have one first place finisher, Austin Callies, at 152. And it was like I said, congratulations guys. It was a tough fight. They were going against some tough competition, did a great job.
I don't want to jinx anything, but isn't Austin about 20 and 0 or 21 and 0?
I think it shows 20 and 0 right now on his sheet right now. That's his goal.
And this week we've got a match finally at home. It'll be tomorrow night.
At the junior high.
But it will be at the junior high, and that will start at what time?
Good question. I'm guessing 5. Let me double check and look. You can go on while I'm looking this up real quick.
The only where I'm going is off, so.
That's it, huh? I should have looked that up.
I know the boys and girls soccer teams are getting ready to start taking the field. I believe they'll start taking the field in February. First part of February, they'll have their alumni game. Soccer season will kick off and get started. Girls softball and the baseball teams have both been warming up and practicing. I believe they start in March. They may start at the end of February as well. Hopefully we'll get some schedules. If you're a coach or an athletic director, want some stuff announced on this show, please send it to xl7sports@yahoo.com, and we'll get it on for you.
Looks like it's going to be 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock at the junior high gym, not at the high school gym. High school's hosting Valonia for a basketball game tomorrow night. So we need to see as many folks as we can to come up to junior high.
We'll be running 2 mats. Both boys and girls will be wrestling.
And we've got Searcy and Batesville coming into town. And half a rumor out there saying that Jonesboro is supposed to be here too. I'm not sure about that. I guess we'll find out tomorrow. That's all I've got.
That's it.
See you Friday.
All right. We'll be right back.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done, so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because they don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
At Sarah.
$7:32, and it's time for Missing Monday, and it's brought to you by People That Care. Jay Chafin, State Farm, like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. There it is. There's that graphic. And, of course, sitting in the studio with me is Happy's Lawn Care, LLC, 321-5121. happylawncare@gmail.com. Jeff and Angela are here. Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Good morning.
Going to talk to them, come up at the end of the program with Genevie. And then, of course, Wingard Photography. Thanks to Jim and Sheila for sponsoring Missing Monday. All right, Jeff and Angela's here along with Genevieve. And what you got for us today, Genevieve?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Doing good.
Good. Well, I thought this morning we would just kind of continue with what we did last week, where we had some discussions about all of the things that we kind of talked about through the year last year, and see if there was anything that you guys had questions about or wanted to know more about. If you have, I don't know if you get feedback, Dell, and if you've had any feedback about specific topics, I'd love to know.
The main thing is, I think what bothers the folks most is how the predators are online. And during the COVID stuff, I was told, no, don't set me in concrete on this, but the school systems have outstanding firewalls, but some homes don't. And so, mom and dad are at work. Now you need to do this and this and this and this. You take your break at noon. You get back on at 12:30 or 1:45, whatever it may be, according to the school rules.
Right.
And, is there not something that needs to be looked at on a congressional level to protect our kids? Like I told you several weeks ago, I talked to Congressman Rick Crawford about the pornography issue this several years ago. Mm-hmm. It's protected of all things by freedom of speech. So why not make it mandatory .xxx instead of .com or .org or .edu, to where they can trick you into logging in, and therefore it would have to be a mandatory. That way they're still protected, and for those folks that won't do that stuff, that's fine. But not this it's the accidental stuff. Well, mom ain't going to be home for another 15 minutes, and I'm going to do blah, blah, blah. You know, go ahead.
I think you're absolutely right. I think there definitely needs to be more laws on that end that are protective of children. There are a lot of issues out there with predators, and don't get a false sense of protection from anything, including the firewalls at school. We've had kids that have gone missing, and they had a parent who was head of the IT department in charge of the firewalls and protections at schools. So nothing is foolproof. Everything is, subjectable to the next criminal who is smart enough to figure out how to get through it. And the thing is, most of the kids are smart enough to get through it. Kids every day at school are hacking those firewalls. At home, even the parent controls that you put on them, on the devices, kids know how to get around. I had a principal tell me that he had a grandson that was kindergarten age, and he had put protection on an iPad that he let his grandson play with. And within minutes, his grandson had gotten through that protective wall that he had put in place. And he asked his grandson, he said, "How did you do that?" And his grandson looked at him and smiled and said, "I can't tell you." So kids just, they're really good.
You remember when
really
childproof aspirin bottles came out? We had a knife and tried to pry that off, and you hand it to your kid. Can you open this for me?
Yeah.
So Jeff and
it's
Angela,
that kind of thing.
If they want it bad enough, they'll find a way to get to it.
Jeff, you're awful quiet. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, I agree. They'll find a way one way or another. That's what kids do, unfortunately.
But then when we look, we're laughing about what the kids can do, but what's sad and criminal is what the predators do. And it could be people Jeff's age or my age, we're close in the same age, but still, I can't fathom these guys. We live in the same neighborhood, and they see the same kids playing. They've got a young son that, that helps them with the lawn care. I can't imagine anybody that wants to hurt a child or that mindset. It just, I can't, I don't understand. I think that's what's so confusing for me.
Well, money is such, money has always been, the saying, money's the root of all evil. And I think that's what you have to keep in mind is the majority of this stuff is ruled by money. Sex trafficking is a $32 billion a year industry.
And the Super Bowl's coming up, so here we go again.
Exactly. And it's about to be the number one illegal industry that we have. In the past, it's always been drugs, maybe firearms, and now it's sex trafficking. Why? Because it can pull in such high revenue. So a lot of this, yes, there are definitely predators out there who obviously are mentally ill. Anybody who wants to hurt a child or rape a child, there's got to be something wrong with them. There's a lot of that, but a lot of it really does just goes back to the almighty dollar. They can make money off of it. They're making money off of pictures on websites, pictures that people post of their young children. The Attorney General said a couple of summers ago, pre-COVID, she was beginning every summer with, don't post photos of your children in swimsuits or diapers, running around at the pool and that kind of thing. Why? Because there are lots of sick people who pray through, run through the internet day and night looking for those pictures. They Photoshop really disgusting things and then they sell them. There's a big market for that kind of stuff. So there's just so much underground dark stuff that we aren't even...
Somebody's got too much time on their hands.
Right? Yeah. But they're making money. It's a job for them. I think we view these predators as people who come home from their 9 to 5 and, pop a TV dinner in the microwave and sit down and they're going to scroll the net for a while, and if something happens upon them, great. If not, go to bed. But the truth is that these are jobs for these people because there's so much money to be made that this is a full-time job. So this is what they're doing all the time. And, they're making enough money that it can be their job. If they can blackmail enough kids and make money with kids by trafficking them through blackmail, then that's a full-time job. And they are. I mean, you look at someone who is trafficking one person, and on average, they're making $80,000 to $100,000 a year off of one person.
You are kidding.
So, no, it's a huge business. So, blackmailing these kids to get what they want is a job for them, and we have to realize this is not just somebody in their basement doing this for a couple of hours. This is 10 to 15 hours a day. They've got thousands of kids lined up, tons of facts about these kids so that they can manipulate them and coerce them into things. It's a huge business.
I'm Jeff and Angel, I'm floored. Can you imagine this stuff? And I'm sitting here thinking, one of the best pictures on my camera loop, I was up at John Salvage in Kabul, Missouri. I got a great picture of a 52 Packard. Beautiful car. That's where my mindset is. Go to this house. I mean, he had every brand you can imagine. I love going to John Salvage, but that's where my mindset is with the old cars and the antiques. How do these people, I mean, it's I'm floored.
Yeah.
That they're doing this with children.
Well, some of it is learned behavior. If they were a victim as a child,
no, that's
they grow up with the mindset, that it's okay, and then they start the process all over again.
So the predators could have had a difficult childhood. They were abused perhaps, and it's just carrying on from that point, Genevie?
Yeah, and a lot of them today, especially with the internet issues, are, we have talked, I think, before on here about the average age of a predator online, and people are often surprised at how young they are. On average, a predator is about 22 years old online.
Wow.
And a lot of people question that, and they'll say, if I'll ask them, why do you think they're so young? They'll say, well, because they're the ones that are tech savvy or something along those lines. And the truth is, it's because they were manipulated and abused probably by an online predator. And so then this predator, what we've learned is kids trust other kids almost just impeccably without question. If they're close to their age, they trust them. And they're going to assume that they're an okay person and worth trusting. The problem with that is they're not anymore. I think there was a time when that was true, but unfortunately these predators have abused kids, and then they turn around and use them to abuse other kids because these kids
so they could have a child working
them.
For them?
Yes.
Exactly. So they're just continuing the cycle, much like she said, but it really is for the money. It's not so much I don't know any better. They know. A lot of times it is about money, or it's a fear-based, where they know that they don't have an option. They've been threatened and brainwashed, their family's threatened, they're being blackmailed, so it really has become more, I don't have an option but to do what is said, because they don't understand that there are options out there to help them. When you're a kid, you're scared, and you don't know who to turn to, and you don't want your friends and family to know what's going on and what has happened to you. So
the general public, me, Jeff, Angela, they've got a lawn care and a snow removal and leaf removal system going to Mountain Home and North Central Arkansas. How do we become aware? I mean, they may see something different than I see. What about I made one of my rare trips to Walmart over the weekend. How do we spot these things? Can we identify the
It's a
dangers?
great question. Absolutely. There are a lot of telltale signs, even though this is hidden. There are things to look for. When you're out in a restaurant, at Walmart, wherever you may be, if you see a much older person with a younger person and it looks awkward and uncomfortable, you can kind of tell when it's mom or dad and their or grandpa, but typically, we'll see situations that we think that doesn't look right. They don't look happy. They look like there's something not right about that situation. Call law enforcement. Say, hey, there's a kid at this diner and it just doesn't feel right to me. We have a gut instinct. And I think that's there for a purpose. Listen to your gut. If you look at a situation and it just doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. There's probably something going on. Now, that doesn't mean every time you're going to be right. It doesn't mean that law enforcement is going to catch a predator because of that. There's obviously a lot of details that go into being able to arrest someone and convict them of something. But the more aware of a situation that we make everyone around us, the better we're going to be at these situations not being hidden anymore. So, if you notice something that just seems off, talk to law enforcement about it. Have them do a check. We do this with teachers when we do education. We're like, notice the situation. If the child is absent a lot, if they're absent a lot on a Friday or a Monday, notice the routine. If they're absent a lot right before a holiday, there's a good possibility they're being trafficked. If they're moving around a lot, if they seem to move a lot, there's a possibility. If they're covered in bruises, if they won't look you in the eye, if they're constantly looking down and they won't respond. Now, some kids are just shy, but we don't know anymore. So be aware of those situations. Girls and boys, if they're being trafficked, there's some tell-all signs to that too. Odd tattoos that don't seem to have an explanation, that's a sign. Someone who's got, had a lot of doctor's appointments, a lot of diseases, illnesses, especially, of course, sexually transmitted diseases, things like that. A young person, a girl or a boy that is with an older person and they won't let them be alone. They won't let them answer for themselves. They won't let them go to a doctor by themselves, go in and talk to the doctor by themselves, or even in line at the grocery store, they are constantly looking down and the person with them is doing all the transaction, or they won't respond to hello, they won't look up, they won't.
Let me pull this up on the screen real quick. It goes on.
Are telltale signs.
Now, this has not been preset. You see the girl on the right hand side of your screen where she's got a FaceTime video and she's smiling, but at the same time she's got her hand up right here. Right. And then she pulls her thumb across and then she closes the fingers on the thumb. This is the international symbol for help.
Yes.
Now you see the girl she's talking to on the phone. It makes it just like, she's happy, she's smiling, but she's got the three symbols here: the hand up, the folded thumb, and the fingers over the thumb.
And we actually had a girl who was rescued doing that. She was in a car with someone who had kidnapped her, and driving down the highway, she did that to another car. And the kid in the car recognized that symbol from a TikTok.
That's what this is.
Yeah. Called police and they rescued her. So, You've just got to really be aware of your surroundings. And I think a lot of times we're so afraid of getting in someone's business, and what if we're wrong, and they're going to get mad, and we don't want to cause problems for them. And what if you're right and you let a 12-year-old continue to be abused and neglected and tortured and raped, or whatever is going on? What if you're right? And I think we have to change our mindset too, that it's not just strangers on the internet. These things are happening within homes. Absolutely. It can be the neighbor, it can be a family member that, there's so many stories of kids who are being trafficked by an aunt or an uncle that was a super, they were a really close family. They came over a lot, and no one was aware that every time Uncle John brought two buddies with him to hang out, he was trafficking, his niece or his nephew with these. And so there's just so much of it. And when you're a little kid, you may not understand that that's not normal or okay. You're normal, and so you don't tell anyone, because you don't know that that's not what happens in everyone's world. Yeah. It's just a lot.
Yeah. Jeff, go ahead.
I go back to the, kids trust other kids closer to their age. Part of that comes with the fact that they don't trust their own parents a lot of times. You know how it is when you were a teenager. You don't know anything. You're just my parent. They don't put in perspective that we've been there.
Live in my world.
Yeah, we've been there, done it. Just maybe different, varieties of whatever they're going through. And how do we get through to our children that we know these things, and that what we tell them is
communication.
You can communicate all day long.
The Morgan Foundation has a lot of educational areas for parents and teachers, Genevie, that we can go to that foundation and pull that off, both for classroom and home use.
You're right. One of the things too that we tell parents is, as your kids are growing up, when they talk to you about things, don't panic. If they're telling you a situation about a friend, don't panic. Don't make it oh my gosh, I can't believe they're doing that. I don't want you hanging around with them anymore. You can't have that mentality and then expect your kids to tell you things, to trust you, and to talk to you. If you think about when you were a teenager, a lot of it is, of course, everything and your parents don't know anything, like you said. But some of it also is, I don't want to disappoint my parents. I'm embarrassed for them to know what happened. I'm humiliated for them to know the mistake I made. I don't want them to think badly of me. And so kids won't, it's not as much the trust sometimes that you have in what parents know. It's the, oh, they were right, and I don't want them to be disappointed that I didn't listen, or I didn't, I did this. So it kind of goes both ways, but I think developing from a very young age, open conversation where you're not panicking, you're not freaking out, you're not, your understanding of, oh yeah, I hear what you're saying, that happened to so-and-so. Well, what do you think about that? What do you think they should do? How should they handle that? Or how should their parents handle that? And get that perspective and communication going. It's hard to do in the moment. I've got 3 kids myself, and
oh yeah,
it's tough. I do not envy parents today with all of this stuff going on.
We're down to the final minute, Jeff.
Well, I've got something real quick. Our daughters were probably 6 and 7, and we were at the bowling alley, and this gentleman had bought them some candy. And they were at the age that they would just go up and say, hey, I want some candy. Will you buy it for me? So this gentleman comes up, and, well, I call him gentleman, but anyway, he said, hey, by the way, the girls asked for some candy, so I bought it for them. Well, of course, we're going home, and I'm scolding them, and I'm like, girls, you can't be asking people for candy. And, of course, they get upset, and they said, we didn't ask. Well, the following week, he comes up to us, and he said, by the way, the girls enjoyed that candy so much, I went ahead and bought them candy this week. Well, that was a huge flag. And so I told him, I said, girls, just stay away from this guy. He's a problem. And later, he portrayed to be somebody else and got himself in trouble.
Mm-hmm. We're going to have to cut it short. We're down to about 5 seconds. Genevieve, final thoughts?
Great lesson. And I think that's one of those where parents be aware like that. You know what's going on and be aware with your kids and talk to them. Don't just blow that stuff off the way that you didn't. That's a great lesson.
Thanks again. We'll see you next week. Always look forward to it.
You bet. Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good week. All right. Quick break.
Have a great week.
Back. Thanks.
At Serendipity Bliss, we love turning your day into a once-in-a-lifetime memory by offering unique, beautiful, and specialized event and wedding rentals that can transform any atmosphere into something you will never forget. Whether it's your dream wedding, a golden anniversary, sweet 16 party, or a company event, we can make any event blissfully perfect. Serendipity Bliss carries unique specialty gifts and bridal jewelry and helps coordinate decor, table items, theme-related pieces, and more. Make your day blissfully perfect with Serendipity Bliss, located behind Car Care Mountain Home.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. Head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. And what better way to get ice cream is for it to come to you. Paradise Cream is coming to your town. Coming to Gainesville on Tuesdays, Yellville on Wednesdays, and Harrison on Thursdays, as well as open at their Mountain Home location next to Ramada Inn. With over 20 unique flavors in stock like German chocolate cake or sea salt caramel. It's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. Paradise Cream, you're on your way to paradise. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas. It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
I want to take a few minutes to thank Jeff and Angela for their sponsorship of Missing Monday. They've been with us here. Happy's Lawn Care LLC, 870-321-5121, happylawncare@gmail.com here in Mountain Home. Jeff and Angela, thanks again for sponsoring Missing Monday. And it's been a huge success. I don't get a lot of calls about just about anything on the show, but a lot of people say they like the Missing Monday section and how to be aware. And so we've talked to Genevieve. Let's talk to you all about, you got snow removal, leaf removal, grass, blah, blah, blah. We got about 1 full minute. Let's plug it.
Well, we try to be a one-stop lawn care business, I guess. We do weed and feed. We do pretty much anything that the customers need us to take care of, you know. And we also have a slogan that we have friends we do business with, because if we can't be friends, then it doesn't necessarily work out so well from a business aspect, you know. So we get to know the customers. We get to know their wants, their needs, you know, that sort of thing, because we're all about the community. We try to be anyway. And so far it's worked out very well for us.
Yeah. We keep 2-3 trucks going?
Yes, sir. We've got 2 trucks. We've got more equipment ordered, you know. It's endless. I never thought we'd get into snow removal, but, you know, hey,
And
people.
I hope you don't have to.
Well, I do understand too, but Angela hopes we do. So there's
I
that.
have equipment to pay for.
Yeah, okay. We got to run Happy Lawn Care. That phone number real quick. 9 seconds.
870-656-6703 or 870-321-5121.
See you tomorrow.